If you've been tracking the Olympics, you must have seen this story. It is not about medals, it's not about a new record, it's about an athlete's gender. Here's what happened. A round of 16 boxing match was underway on Thursday. Italy's Carini versus Algeria's Imane Khelif. The match lasted just 46 seconds. Khelif landed some brutal blows in the opening seconds, so Carini threw in the towel. The Italian broke down later. She said she'd never been punched like this. So what exactly happened here? Well, Khelif had failed the gender test last year, so she is being called a trans woman, someone who was born male and later transitioned to a woman. You can see why this is worrying. Suppose a person has been through male puberty, they have longer arms, they have bigger muscles or longer legs. So when they transition to being a woman, they retain some of those advantages. And we are not the ones saying this. World Athletics admitted this in their report, which is why letting trans women compete in women's sports is so controversial. The argument is that it's unfair. So everyone jumped into this controversy. Elon Musk, J.K. Rowling, Donald Trump, all of them, even Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, all of them said that a man had beaten up a woman. Now, I know this is a sensitive issue. So first, let's look at the facts. Is Imane Khelif a trans woman? The fact is that she is not. There are no transgender athletes at the Paris Olympics. Khelif was born a woman. She has female reproductive organs, and she has always participated in events for women. Let's also look at her track record. In 2018, she took part in the Women's World Boxing Championship. She finished 17th. In 2021, she took part in the Tokyo Olympics. She was knocked out in the quarters. In 2022, she participated in the Istanbul Women's World Championship, where she finished second. It was only last year that her gender was questioned. Khelif was disqualified from the 2023 World Championship, which is organized by the IBA, the International Boxing Association. They disqualified her. And why was she disqualified? Because of a medical test. The IBA has not released the complete details yet, but one official said that Khelif had male chromosome combination. What does that mean? Men have XY chromosomes, women have XX chromosomes. And the IBA said that Khelif had the XY combination. So she and another boxer were both disqualified. Then how is she competing in Paris? Because the IBA is not recognized by the Olympic Association. So the rules in Paris are different. They look at the gender on the passport. And they also have their own medical tests. So the organizers say that this controversy is completely baseless.
These two athletes were the victims of a sudden and arbitrary decision by the IBA. Towards the end of the IBA World Championships in 2023, they were suddenly disqualified without any due process. The current aggression against these two athletes is based entirely on this arbitrary decision, which was taken without any proper procedure, especially considering that these athletes had been competing in top-level competition for many years.
Let's focus on the medical angle now. Why does Khelif have XY chromosomes? It's a rare condition involving genes and hormones. You may have heard of testosterone. Women are also capable of producing testosterone, but in very small quantities. Except in some women, it is different. Their bodies naturally produce more testosterone, and those women may not fit the society's definition of a woman. And that's the controversy here, basically. Should such women be allowed in female sports? There are two camps here, two sets of arguments. One camp says, what is the problem? Athletes always benefit from natural advantages. Some are taller than others, some have longer limbs. If all of that is fine, why is this different? The other camp says this is different. Testosterone is different. It gives these women a competitive edge. And in sports like boxing, it can be outright dangerous. So what's the way out? Well, first I'll tell you what's not the way out. Hate-mongering. Imane Khelif was born a biological woman. She has never undergone sex change procedures. In fact, it's illegal in her country. So to call her a man is unacceptable. And so is targeting the entire trans community. Some celebrities have realized this mistake, like professional fighter Logan Paul. He first called Khelif a man. Later, he apologized for spreading misinformation. The same applies to the other side as well. You cannot use ideology to decide this debate. People may identify differently from their assigned gender at birth, but in sports, that alone is not enough. You need to back it up with science. There are so many sports scientists in this world. Bring the best ones together, organize trials and studies, understand the science, and then take a definitive call. You cannot have one set of rules for the World Boxing Championship and another set for the Olympics. So the governing bodies need to step up here. Their failures led to this controversy in the first place. Now they must resolve it.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment.
So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for our future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
On the show today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies. What can you expect from this?
Hello, I'm Alison Green, coming to you from Durban, South Africa. Today we have a special show.
Start with a report on India's shifting nuclear posture. The first time since India officially became a nuclear power.
Hello and welcome to Firstpost America. I'm Aaron Ham, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Washington, D.C.